But it's just interesting because women will they'll scream, modern women will scream about, oh, I don't want to be objectified, but it's like then they'll be shaking ass on the internet. It's like, what did you want, Diane?
No, but that's empowerment.
What did you think would happen?
No, they call that female empowerment, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that should be called female empowerment. There's lines to be drawn that people seem to be incapable of between being empowering and then objectifying yourself and using it as an excuse and just putting it under another bracket. So
what element of it is empowering?
If we lived in Iran, then I'd be like, all right, cool, that's empowerment. Do you know what I mean? You can't, real talk, you can't even dance on the street, just whatever it is. You don't need to shake no. So in that extreme, I'd be like, cool, but here...
empowerment though?
I'm not saying it's empowerment, okay. But I agree with you. I don't think that shaking your ass in front of in a video and sharing it on social media is particularly empowering. I don't see the point in it at all.
Similarly, if I were to my flex, body and I get to do what I want with my body.
But look, if I were to flex and post a display,
my body, my choice.
Nobody would be like, oh my god, babe, you look so gorgeous. Blah blah blah. Male empowerment. No, I'll be a fucking douchebag that's posing on. It's just
it's a way to hide that they're doing it for attention.
Well, it's the weirdest thing when fat chicks do it. Because it's like, why are you doing this? It's like they're screaming like me for my roles, but why? That's like if a skinny dude was like flexing his muscles.
Like me for my small muscles.
I think that also when we think about modern day society and certain women that conduct themselves like that, there is an element of maybe it's down to immaturity. When they become of an age where they have maybe a daughter, do you really think they're going to be showing their daughter the video of them twerking online? Because for me, I wouldn't
Cardi B's
want
the perfect example.
And I, as personally, as a woman, I'm not a mother, but as a woman, I don't think that's a respectable thing to do. I would not conduct myself like that.
But this is
so I would be more careful about even topics that I talk about when I'm doing maybe podcasts, etc., where I'm slightly more conservative, or making sure that what I'm speaking about is actually going to be something
that goes back to what you said earlier about, do women think short term or long term? Women think short term because they don't think about, a lot of women don't think about that stuff for in the future. Like, oh, what are my kids going to think, or what are people at a workplace going to think if this pops up on their they just think, oh, my body, my choice, I can do what I want with it. I want to do this right now, I'm going to do this right now. I don't care about the consequences now, because
and sometimes I think it's coping. It's like they're not getting the attention from the men they want, so they're like, take off my clothes so I can get it.
And that's, again, it's a short-term strategy, because where they might get the X amount of likes on Insta and fire from everyone else's man, the amount of, I've seen guys sat next to my brother while he scrolls through Insta and likes that, they're not actually looking at the person it's just a quick win, but are they actually going to date you in the long term? Are they going to wife you?
You know what I think about with BBLs all the time? Because girls will get BBLs, right? And some girls get real opportunities from getting that type of surgery. They'll get to be they'll get in. I've heard of girls make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of a BBL. Whether it's through Instagram, whether it's through TikTok. You hypothetically could say that, but it's if you're not changing your eating habits, how you're just going to gain the weight back in a weird way, and it's going to look weird.
Gonna look nuts.
But nobody thinks about it.
And then what about when you're 70? Do you think that people listen? That's a whole podcast about for me, I don't think, but then I'm not a person that base a lot of my things on aesthetics. So even though I might be aesthetically pleasing, it doesn't mean that I base my value on aesthetics. That's not what I base my value on. Is it an advantage for me? Yes. Did I choose for that advantage? No. If I wanted to choose aesthetics as an advantage, maybe I would be more a woman that would go and think about getting, enhancements to my body in surgery, because I feel like that's what my value is being held on. Whereas for me, I don't hold my core value on what I look like. I hold it on other things, and that does attribute towards it. So it's based on what people's morals and values are and what they hold their value on. Because girls that, in my opinion, women that use just body objectification, at any time Instagram could crash and nobody's a model anymore. So you've got all these influencers influencing absolutely nothing that contributes healthily towards our society and us not collapsing as a society. And then they're just posting short term. And then what about when you're 35 and now you're a baby mom? Then what are you posting? You're not. It's to me, it's like people are not looking.
And
at
it's
that.
not like that gets you a husband. What's your ass pick gonna get you? It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. Maybe an athlete for the the night or like a rap.
It's going to get you back shots and that's it.
Right?
Everybody here.
That's
born
all
in
they
the
care
90s.
about. Is the
Sweet,
short term.
sweet currency of validation.
But no, I think what feminism has done quite well is to allow women to be very surface level thinkers. So they don't really think, again, we mentioned long term, they don't really understand how these things affect them. So from a man's perspective, the shaking of your booty, this, that, and other, we don't see wifeable women. We see a quick nut. So this notion of objectification, I think it also goes back to people's lack of self-awareness again, because at the true core of everything we do, nothing we do is for ourselves. We do it for other people. We are gregarious by nature. Nothing we see is completely original. We've seen it somewhere else. So in terms of this idea of attention, you've seen that behave in a certain type of way, look in a certain type of way, garners a certain type of attention. Whether you're cognizant of it or not, it happens. So a lot of women don't understand this level of cognition because they're very surface level thinkers and they think everything I do is for me. I don't do it for no man. But I always ask this: if you went to a club every day for a month and got no attention and you was looking banging every day,
would you be looking within?
Would you be confused? Like usually you walk in and you're batting away attention, and then for a month you get nothing. You would be lost.
Well, and then girls will be like, "Oh, I dress up for me." Do you?
You don't. Of course.
Do you? Like, what are you in the club for? Like, you could just dance at home with your friends.
Yeah.
Girls will say, I go out with my friends. When I go out, I don't want boy attention. I'm like, cool, maybe that particular day, but holistically,
Really?
you know you're going to get a
You just
certain level
want
of
to say
attention.
no.